Welcome back everybody into day 15 recap of the FTMO challenge and first day of the week of the fourth week of the FTMO challenge, and we're going to see what happened today. So fourth week, 4th of April, we're going to start with today. So the result is minus 1% in 4 trades. So first trade of the day, a sell on GJ, went to break even and then stopped out at break even, and went to partials and then stopped out at break even. Then doing New York, a couple of buys on GJ, one breakout, one possible pullback and bounce, and one buy on gold as well for a possible bounce. 3 trades, so shouldn't be bad, but today, if we go on the general, which I don't know where it is, here we are down 3% overall, and we don't have a lot of time left. We have like 6 days left, and today was not easy, taking more and more losses. So let's start and see what were the trades. So GJ, as you can see, doing London time, London volume, makes a top week. Then these candle closes bearish. We have some further rejections from this hourly PSA and the PPL. Price goes here to 10 pips, so puts the stop loss at break even and then gets stopped out. As you can see, it was not really trendy, but not really. I mean, here was 9 pips, so if I got a loss here, I would be unlucky, but price bounced from this level, and that was my first break-even trade. Then doing New York, second trade, price doing all London stayed here. I see very aggressive bullish move, a breaker retest of the PPL, and I take the breakout trade. I'm not a breakout trader, and now I understand that I'm not so good at this. Not when it's this aggressive. I had to understand what is good for a breakout and not. So I took one full loss here, and then pre-planned. I said, okay, I know I'm not a good breakout trader, but I know that the price can bounce somewhere to go into further direction. I found this PSA, and when the price closed bullish above, I enter buy, another loss. So not good. And then we see gold loss as well. So gold was trending very bullish all day. I'm going to talk about this in another slide, and I wanted to enter here, but the candle close was not good enough. So here I saw this huge candle grabbing liquidity, this very next closing above, which was absolutely fine for a pullback and going up. Was just that the price action was not good. So 3 losses, very in half an hour, 15, 30, yeah, in 15 minutes were quite hard on me, and we're going to see the psychological part later on. And what we're going to see is now, okay, they missed opportunities. This one was doing London, and I was watching, I was not really focused. The first day of the week, I'm not that focused. Possible retest, but I don't know, was not that great. The volume was not great, but would have been a very nice entry, going exactly to TP, even 45 pips. Now this one, exactly doing New York, as I told you, I was waiting for not the pullback, the breakout. I was waiting for the pullback, and I identified that these very candles were closing smaller and smaller. This candle up until the last second was bullish, last few seconds, and it would have been a perfect entry. You can also see a trend line here, and if it closed like, I mean, that was crazy to see live, because it closed like this, and not a single wick, immediately spiked up, immediately, like in the first second of the new candle. If the candle closed here, I would have entered buy, 100% sure. I was waiting for the candle to close bullish, turn bearish, there was no entry, but I'm getting further confirmation that I'm understanding better where the price can go, and that's it. Again, this is this one is the loss that I took, and this one is more or less the same trade idea. It's just that the pullback was not ending here, but grab liquidity here, and so this candle closing like this, and then this possible entry. This trade setup I placed when the price was around here. I said, okay, let's see if it goes down or if it proves my point, but I was not in the mood of trading anymore, and it would have gone very high. And again, this is still the price action, another bounce, and this one I saw it live. Again, price very aggressively now doing New York Stock Exchange. I feel like the first hour of London, it's quite messy for me, and after the 3 p.m. it's much better. And I identified this very aggressive bearish candle, this breaker retest, and I placed this one exactly like if I wanted to take the sell live here, and as you can see, 20 pips in a matter of minutes with the momentum. And as you're going to see in the very next one, as you can see, price went even further, like 30 pips, then spiked up, and again, this very candle setup, I took it straight away, and as you can see, I'm much better at identifying the pullbacks. This is 45 pips, and this one, yes, is a breaker retest, but where there is a lot of volume, so I still have to understand where and why where I can be good. And as you can see, also this very nice pullback is the same idea, but it's now a counter trend. So also GJ, yeah, GJ, as you can see, I lost here, one loss here, second loss was here, and as you can see, price just went to another PPL, then made a breaker retest of the hourly PSA to go up, and even further the same breakout, this time working. As you can see, break, retest, and go. This is quite hard, quite rough, because but it's as well, it's good. It's good and bad, because now we're going to see the notes, and here. Okay, so rough day. Good London trade would break even. Okay, coming back into New York, waiting. I waited for the price to start a trend, failed a breakout on GJ, and failed the pullback bounce on GJ. Gold was messy uptrend with no clear bounces. As I showed you, it was not the perfect clean setup. And as you can see from 2 here was quite messy. And nope, this one very unpredictable based on price action. Okay, all the entries were taken with a clear mind and pre-planned opportunity, but I've managed to rage quit. When I talk about pre-planned opportunity, means that I am here and I say, okay, I see maybe this candle breaking out, and I start placing, okay, let me place this. If it closes as I want, it is a possible good plan. Or when it closes like here, above here, I already placed this one like a couple of candles before, or on gold as well, the same here, if it closes like this. So it is much easier for me to enter when I already have the pre-plan. I said, okay, if I have a retest and it closes like this, then it's a good trade. And if it closes bearish, then of course it's not a trade. It's very, very clear and makes me enter very, very fast, very straight away with a clear mind. the point is that, okay, 1, 2, 3 losses, and I rage quit. I'm quite fed up of losing, and even though if it was a real account, 3% is absolutely fine. It's quite rough not to take winning trades. And when I take a win trade, it goes to break even, like here, goes to break even, doesn't go to partials, to full TP, and the trades that I take only go full loss, full loss, full loss. It's quite hard on me, and I start to think rage quit. Okay, say okay, fuck it, I can't win. I will dip deeper in the drawdown. 3%. When I saw the 3%, I said, okay, yeah, I will go to 10%. I will go there. And this thought is self-fulfilling because if I keep thinking about it, I will go there. My mind will find a way to make me lose, but I will try to fight it. And also thought of, will I become profitable? I don't know. I take all negative trades. So what's the point? First, thoughts of increasing lot size. These thoughts were already when I already was not in front of the broker, so there were I couldn't do anything dangerous. I acknowledge as a stupid motion said, okay, yeah, I took a walk, go back to the chart. It's just a demo account. Take all the entries so that you can have experience, but it was stupid because, okay, I'm not treating this as a gamble, I'm treating it as a real account. I will gamble if certain criteria will met in order to get, like, if I'm down 3%, I can do like the last day, trying to get at least €1 in profit to get the free repeat. And it was hard, but let me also show you one thing. Okay, I want to show you how I take the notes. So sometimes I very impulsively, by being here in the moment, I feel like, okay, let's try it. But then if it goes good, it's okay. But if it's bad, then I rage quit after 3 losses and I can't win a single time. I never win a trade. But as well, by being mindful, I can, and I feel that I can switch back from these negative thoughts very fast, because like in a couple of hours, not even, when I showed you here that when I came back on the charts just to back testing, and I saw 1, 2 trades, then I started to see these. I mean, I had a fresh mind, and 1 and 2 I placed without the knowing where it would go. On GJ, where just already saw the price action, and so I feel like that I can understand what the market is doing, because when I saw this, I said, okay, yeah, this is a trade that I could take, and just goes. And as well, thinking very clearly, if the price manages to have a break and retest below here, there will be a lot of volume. But as you can see, since there was no retest, you see the spike of volumes showed me, okay, yeah, you see, you were right, because there's a lot of volume. It's just that the buyers are much stronger now. Look at this candle and the start of a sort of bullish price action overall, and then afterwards just sloppy. So that was reinvigorating, because okay, also this one on GJ, yes, this was not the timing, was not the right timing, but it's not like you were completely wrong. If you were able to take further entries, like for example a break retest here, or they break the same, as you can see, it's the same price sensitivity area here or here, it was just the timing was off, but it was not like you can't see, you don't know what you're looking for. And this is quite okay. Is good for journaling, because it's good to understand that, okay, I'm not, look at nice, I'm not stupid in the charts. I know where the price can react and what it can do afterwards. It was just the timing. Look how clean is here after New York Stock Exchange. Clean breaker retest, clean breaker retest, very, very clean. So there's no reason to not be there at the right time with a free mind, just because I took 1, 2, and 3 losses right before it happens. So that's very, very rough. But also, this points out something. This is showing me something, that if I can't handle 3 losses in a row or in a few days, it means that I must probably look, and it is what I'm doing, look for different setups. I can't have a setup that requires me to take, let me just show you, requires me to take like 70% of losses, 60% of losses, and 40% of wins with a good risk to reward ratio. No, I feel like if I get, for me, having 2, 3, 5, 4, 5 losses in a row are so get me in such a bad mood that I will not be able to take that final winning trade that gains more than everything else. So that's what I'm starting to do from this week, already from this morning. Gold will be a 1.3 risk to reward, and GJ 1.5 risk to reward. So 10 pips is the same stop loss, 15 pips is the same stop loss, but this time GJ full TP at 15 pips, 20 pips at full TP for gold. So the range is much, much smaller, and I will need at least 60% win rate so that I can reduce the losses. I know that I will be, for example, here, I will miss these, but for now, it's not about maximizing, it's about understanding if I am profitable or not. So even on gold, as I showed you here, yes, this one would have gone to 30 pips, but my TP would be at 20, full TP. So that's it, that's done. And these, with a shorter TP, I should be able, and for example here, I mean, should be able to have a higher win rate as long as I can trade properly. And a higher win rate means that I don't have to endure losses that upset me. If this one, 10 pips stop loss, and 10 pips is then the break-even point, 15 pips on gold, at the 15 pips I go to break-even, I should get a much better win rate and incur in less full losses. So that's also something that I will look for. Analyze how many of my trades go. If I see that then all my trades that go to 20 then go to 30, I will change it. If I see that 70% of my trades from 20 go to 30, I will change it. If I see that they all go to 45, I will change it in the future, but not now. Now I need to have consistency, and I need to gain and gather data in order to be able to then understand what is my statistical advantage on the markets. And as well, also regarding the risk management, trade management, because as you can see, this one, yes, is a breakout, but I will need to understand, okay, but could I, like, for example, if the candle closes here, take 50% off, so that here I will only take 50% of the full loss. But okay, yes, I do. But how many times then the very next candle goes completely bullish and goes back to my trade? So this is also something that I will have to take into consideration, because for example, I enter here at the breakout and I close 50% here, and then it goes to my TP. I said, okay, why did I close? It never broke below this PSA. So it's something that I have to consider a lot. For example, here, clean breaker retest. Why should I remove 50% here if it's not even dangerous? So this is something that I will look for, and I have to be very, very mindful, and it's not easy about, okay, this is not something that I need to win. This challenge is to learn. So I will try to make my best out of the last few days. I know that I can see the opportunities, but it's just that my actual trades sometimes are very shit. And this is it, guys, for today. See you tomorrow.